Good morning, it's Monday morning and I'm just getting ready to head out, so I've just popped on my playful shawl, which I love. The nails got painted last night, a nice plummy colour. I'm actually going through to Falkland today because I'm going to meet up with the other volunteers and we're going to have a little lunch, which will be really nice. I don't get to do things like that very often, so I'm really excited, and I'm going to have a little wander around Falkland, have a look in some of the gift shops and stuff because it's always beautiful at this time of year. It feels really nice to be having a Monday off and going off to do fun things. Although in saying that, I've just been in the sewing room cutting out some fabrics for a bag order that I've got. So I'm trying to fit in little bits of work here and there. But yeah, going out for a day out. So let's go. I'm back home now. I've had a nice morning out in Falkland. I did film a little video of the village and some of the shops in Falkland, but I've done that for my Patreon channel. So if you'd like to see a bit more of that, you can go over there, and if you join, you'll get to see all the videos that I post over there. It's about 2:30 now, so I think I'm going to get back upstairs to the sewing room and get on with a bit of work. I'm not planning on taking the whole day off. It was really nice to get out for lunch though and catch up with the other volunteers. I'm pretty chilly now though, so I'm going to go and make a coffee, maybe a hot water bottle, and get back upstairs and get to work. These are our advent calendars this year. I got Joshua the Reese's Pieces one, which I'm quite jealous of because I keep fancying a little one of those. And I treated myself to the Heroes one. I actually found both these half price just before Christmas, or just before December, so I didn't mind paying half price for them. And I've also got a chocolate orange one, which my boyfriend got me. Got a nice little selection there, and I've just opened today's Heroes and I've got a little fudge, so I'm going to have that with my cup of tea.
It's cold outside, but the fire keeps us warm. We can spend the night underneath the mistletoe. And I've gotten you a present that I put under the tree. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for you and me. The snow is falling down, the storm is on its way, but as long as you're around, everything will be okay. 'Cause all I wanna do is spend this holiday with you. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for me and you. I've longed for this moment to have you for myself, in a cabin out of nowhere, just us and no one else. I've decorated everything till we're perfect for this week. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for you and me. Another year went by, 1st July. I've been happier than I have ever been. It's safe to say that my love for you is true. Tomorrow
I've just remembered to dig out my Christmas cushion covers that I made quite a few years ago now. So I've got this square one in a log cabin style patchwork. I think the fabrics are really cute. I mean, it's only really that one that's Christmassy with the reindeer on them and all the names. And then I've just chosen lovely reds to go with it. And I've done a binding edge on that one, and it's got that lovely spot on the back. So got that one for the couch. I've got this big one, which I really love. It's so pretty. I really love red and white. And again, there's nothing Christmassy specifically about it, so it could stay out all year round. But I tend to just bring it out at Christmas because I have another one on it the rest of the year. But I love this one as well. All the fabrics. Absolutely love gingham, especially red gingham at Christmas. That was a bed sheet from IKEA. It was a duvet, I think. I found it brand new in a charity shop, and I think that was from charity shop fabric as well. And I've done that one like the envelope style. There's no binding on that one, and backed it with the gingham. I've got a lovely big feathery pillow in that one, which goes on the couch. And I've got this pretty one. Again, it's not specifically Christmassy, but red and white, again, of course, it's always going to feel Christmassy. I love this one. I love the simplicity of it. I think it's really pretty, and I'm going to keep that here on this chair. I think that looks really nice. And that has just got the binding on the edge and gingham on the back.
Come on in, come on up, come on over for the merriest time of year. Come on up, come on in, get together for a good time, smile my dear. Come on in, come on up, come on over, we'll be dancing round the tree. So let us have a swinging Christmas, just like 1, 2, 3. We know the time is short, we blink and then it's gone. So we better make the most of what we've got. So take your neighbor by the hand and join the dance parade before the clock strikes and it's all too late. Come on over, it's the friendliest time of year. Come on up.
Good morning. I'm just having a bit of brekkie by candlelight here. The chimes have just started chiming, if you can hear them clinkling away. Clinkling? Is that even a word? It is now. It's porridge season, so I'm always having porridge. I like it with banana, and today I've got smooth peanut butter. I either go for crunchy peanut butter or smooth peanut butter, maybe honey, but it's usually peanut butter because that's my favourite. And I always have lemon green tea in the morning, and I've got my little Christmassy mug out. I got this one years ago in Edinburgh in Jenner's, which is no longer there. I think it was like a children's mug, but I thought it was very cute. And I like a little cup for my breakfast tea. So I'm going to get warmed up, and I'll chat to you about my day today. This is another, I'll just move my candle. This is another Yuletide mandala. I seem to be a little bit addicted to this pattern. It just works for so many different like seasons and times of the year and colours. So this one, I wanted a Christmassy one, and I've got a little sparkly, I think it's like a thread rather than a yarn maybe, in there too, and I really, really love it. I love having little things like this around. As you've already seen, I've got loads of mandalas with plant pots and things on them, but I really like having one here, and I like having it on the table with my candle on it. I was inspired by this one that I got as a gift a few years back from my lovely friend Cherie, who you might know as Ollie and Bella. I absolutely love this, and I love getting it out every year, and it's so beautiful. And my one does not come anywhere near to how beautiful this one is. And I took a lot of inspiration from it, including the sparkles, but I see that I think Cherie's done like a slip stitch all the way around the edge, which just looks so beautiful, and it makes me so happy to get this out. And usually I have a little candle on it, which is what I've got this year, and it's on my little table display here on just this little sort of fake copper plate that I've got. And I just have a little sort of a lazy Susan here with a few things on it, plants and candles and stuff. And it just gets swapped around seasonally. But I've brought my other one onto the table to put my angel chimes on. I really need to change the candles. I took my eye off it for a little bit while I had my breakfast and didn't realise it's all, they've run out, so we'll get those replaced. The Reese's Pieces here, that's Joshua's advent calendar. He's a very strange child. He doesn't eat his chocolates as he goes. He saves them all up and then he'll eat them for a Christmas Eve movie or something like that. Strange child. He's done that ever since he was really small. He's no child of mine, not eating chocolate straight away. Good morning. It's Wednesday. I haven't really picked the camera up a lot this week. It's just been a strange week. I was at Falkland on the Monday, which has just thrown my whole week out and left me going, what day is it? What day is it? I'm being very confused. Yesterday was a really, really hectic, busy day. I had a lot to do. And today, I am waiting in for a parcel to get collected. Poor Joshua, he ordered himself something with his own money and it arrived and it's faulty, so it's having to go back, and he'll have to order another one. So I'm having to wait in, or I was to wait in all day for this pickup, but I just got a text saying it's coming at 12, so I needed to pop out. I'd like to go to the fabric shop for something. An idea that I've had for making for myself, for gifts. I'm just watching a little robin on my bird feeder out there. And possibly for my shop at some point. So I want to go to the fabric shop and get that. And of course I could have done it at any point throughout the year, but no, I leave everything till the 2 weeks before Christmas. Does anyone else do that? And then I wonder why I get really stressed. I am a nightmare, especially when it comes to making gifts for people as well. It's like I have these ideas, but I'm never in the mood to make Christmassy things until December. So I'd like to do that. I'd also like to pop along to another shop there too for something else. So I think I'm going to do that just now. It's about 9:30. Yeah, it's 9:30. It's very frosty, so I've got the car on to defrost just now before I get into it. So I'll go and do that. I'll probably be out just for about an hour or so and then get back and get on with work. I've been sewing up some of the little notions pouches. They look beautiful. I finished them off last night. I've just to sew the buttons on this morning, so I'll do that while I pop on some vlogs, which will be really nice. I love sitting catching up with vlogs while I can when I'm working. It's really nice to be able to do that in December, to just feel that little connection to other makers and crafty people and friends as well. It's just really nice. And entertaining on my part because I get to watch them all. And then I need to photograph those and get them in my shop as well. So I'd like to do that ASAP because I've done them with a slight Christmassy feel. So the sooner they get in my shop, the better. I'll show you them all later on. I've also got a video that I need to edit for my Patreon. And then I'm back to the point of where I can decide what I'd like to make next. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to make next. It does often end up in December that I just pull out a load of beautiful summery floral fabrics and just start making things that are not Christmassy and just reminiscent of beautiful summery sunny days. So I might do that. It's always popular for the new year. People like to buy things that are obviously not Christmassy or wintry themed. I have a new cast on. I did film the other day that I was caking up some yarn. This reminds me of my hot water bottle, all the pinks and different shades. I wanted to cast on a little skinny scarf, and I've been wanting to do this for ages. Just haven't really had the knitting mojo or whatever to do it, but I've really been getting back into knitting the past few weeks, which I'm loving. Well, I'll let you see my socks that I'm doing as well. And I found a free pattern, and it called for DK yarn, and I don't have a lot of hand dyed DK, so I wanted to use something a bit special. And I forgot that I had this one actually. This is another green lambkin yarn, and it's called Just For You, and it is a DK, and I didn't actually realise that I even had a DK yarn, so I was really happy to find that. So that was an easy decision. That's the yarn I'm using. I know I talk about green lambkin yarns quite a lot because I'm using them for my Christmas socks, which are in my little applique bag here. It's got loads of little bits sewn on it and a Christmas cast on. Yeah, the Jolly Holly is a green lambkin as well. Now it just so happens that Suzanne is actually a friend of mine. I don't actually have a lot of friends who are yarn dyers, but when you have a friend who has a craft, when you get gifts or when you give each other gifts, you tend to gift your craft. So Suzanne has given me a lot of yarn as gifts, birthday gifts, Christmas gifts, stuff like that. And obviously I give out sewn handmade gifts as well. So that's just kind of how it works. So I do have a few green lambkin yarns, and that is why. I'll show you my socks that are in my hands now because I've just shown you the yarn. I'm not knitting on these loads, but I knitted a little bit last night just to get another little bit done. I do find that going back to 2.25mm needles, oh my god, it's as though I am literally knitting on little needles or little pins. They feel so tiny because a lot of the projects I've done this past year or two have been on larger needles, 4 or a 5, so I am finding the smaller needles obviously goes a lot slower, so I haven't picked them up quite so much, but I will. I'll keep on at them. So yeah, back to my new cast on. I found this pattern online called the Simple Thing shawl or scarf, which looked perfect, looked just what I wanted. There's a link to a video to how to cast on, and I just could not get my head around it at all. Unfortunately, the video has no talking in it. It's just got written instructions on the screen, which I found incredibly vague. I was to pick up stitches, but I had no idea which stitches I was supposed to be picking up, and I must have tried 4 or 5 times to cast this on, and eventually I popped something on Instagram to say, could anybody help me? And so many people said that looks like the Sophie scarf, just knit the Sophie scarf. And eventually some kind person took pity on me and sent me a copy of the Sophie scarf pattern, which is, as you can see, pretty identical. I don't have a colour printer, but you get the idea. So the cast on edge has an I-cord, and I've never really done that before, and that is what the video was trying to teach me. So picked up this pattern and gave it a go straight away and got it first time, basically. It was so easy. I don't know why that video one was overcomplicating it so much. Maybe if you're an experienced knitter, you would understand it. Now I know how to do it. Obviously I know how to do it, and I wouldn't follow the instructions on the other one, but anyway. So here we are, I've started a little scarf. It's coming up really nice. I'm using size 4mm. The pattern I think says 3.5, but it's using 2 yarns held together with a fluffy one, I think. Yeah, or you could do it either way. But I've seen some knitted with a strand of fluff, like mohair, they look beautiful. But I'm just using my DK. I'm trying to knit quite loosely because I don't want it to be too tight or thick a fabric, and I'm quite happy with that. And I started this, just cast it on last night, and feel like I've done quite a bit of progress lengthwise because there's about 11 inches. Bearing in mind the rows are very small though, so it's not taking me long to do a row. So that's quite a nice feeling to get you started. It feels like you're getting a bit of a really good start actually. funnily enough, it's an 8-row pattern. Well, you just knit for 7 rows and on the 8th row you do an increase. And I thought that I'd really struggle with keeping track of my rows, but with the short rows, what I did was, I'm not very good at marking them down, like writing them, because I forget. But what I did was I would knit. So I'm ready to start the pattern repeat again. So I'll be on row 1. So as I knit this row, I will just say in my head 1 1 1 1 1 1 1, and then when I get to row 2, I'll say 2 2 2 2 2. And that seemed to work for me last night, and I was watching TV, so that's quite good. But once the rows get longer, I will forget what I'm on halfway through the row. So I am going to have to figure out the best way for me to keep track of what row I'm on, because I'll get halfway through a row and completely forget what number I'm on. I do that a lot with a lot of patterns and things like that. And I'm not sure whether I'll remember to write it down. I do have a little stitch counter, like, you know, the little rings that you wear. I know you can do it on your phone, so I'm really going to struggle with that, I think, as the rows get longer. But maybe it'll be easier to count my rows, actually. Yeah. This is me doing all my problem solving, thinking out loud. I've got the cutest little marshmallow snowman on there. Can you see that? He's from Chapel View Crafts, who makes the most amazing little, I think they're polymer clay or Fimo stitch markers. I love using hers. I have got a few of her other Christmassy ones and they are so cute, but the little snowman there, very, very sweet. So yeah, that's what I've got on the go. Right, I think my car has probably defrosted enough now that I can get in it and not be too cold. Let's pop out to the fabric shop. I'll try and film a little bit if I can. And then we'll get back later on and it'll just be a cosy day at home waiting on the delivery guy to come and pick up the parcel, and I've got lots of work to do. So yeah, less chatting, more working. Let's go. It's the season for oranges, right? It's not really, but it is. You know, when going out, popping out seems like a good idea, and then you suddenly realise it's not a good idea because it's the middle of December. That was not fun. The fabric shop didn't have what I was looking for. They don't sell it anymore, so I'll have to order that online. Did buy a few other bits and pieces though. They had some fabric. They have a big remnant bin, and it's always really good. So I've got a couple of bits in there I'll show you in a minute. And then I drove to Sainsbury's, but there was an accident or something, so there was a road shut, so everybody was having to turn round and had to take a bit of a detour, which took ages because it was just all red lights and traffic jams, and finally got there. And just, you know, when you really want to go shopping and then you get to the shops, you're like, I really can't be bothered. It was like that. I was looking for a couple of bits and pieces in particular, so did find something I was looking for, so that's good. And then just got to the point I was like, I just want to go home. I did buy a new plate, but I haven't bought a new Christmas crockery for a long time. And crockery is something that brings me a lot of joy. It's one of my life's little pleasures, and for £2, I don't think that's bad. I went for the little Christmas tree one, the bright one. That is not my normal tastes, but I am liking bright colours sometimes, or like these tones. I can't remember what it costs now, £1.87 or something stupid like that. So that will bring me a lot of joy, and it's got the wee lip on it, and I just like it. That'll look nice with Christmas cookies on, or mince pies as well, or lunch. And they also had oranges, and it's like, just makes you want to buy oranges. Is it a marketing thing? Let's market oranges at Christmas and get everyone to buy them when they don't normally buy them. But they are really nice oranges. So yeah, I also picked up a couple of other bits and pieces, thinking I could put them away for next Christmas for gifts. So I've already started next year's Christmas shopping, so yay, super organised. What else did I get? Mainly bits and pieces for Christmassy gifts, actually, just silly little bits. But yeah, it's now about 12 o'clock and I'm starving, but I'll have something for lunch pretty soon, so I'm just having some oranges. Yeah, I feel all discombobulated now. You know, when you start the day off really full of enthusiasm to get on, and then something happens, there's a break in the day, and you come back and you've lost all your enthusiasm. Yes, a bit of that. It's very cold outside. I noticed it coming back out of the shops, but it looks beautiful. The trees look like they've had a sprinkling of snow, but it's just the really thick frost. So it does look lovely. I will be at the Palace tomorrow volunteering. It'll be the last one. I do hope it's not frosty, because it will be very, very cold if it is. So yeah, morning out again tomorrow, and then back to getting on with jobs. I'll show you the new fabric I've bought. It's not specifically Christmassy, but I could probably make a few bits with it. The first one I saw, it is wintry, couldn't remember, is this one, which I really like because it's just all neutrals, but it's also really beautiful, I think, and tasteful and wintry, but not specifically Christmassy. There's even somebody on their skateboard. There's a snowman I've just seen somewhere. There's the snowman gone. What's this side? Little snowman there too. So that's a beautiful fabric, and I saw that and I thought, wouldn't that make a beautiful fabric basket? But maybe in like the medium size, which also make lovely project bags as well. And then I saw this in the back, that was in the remnant bin, just because they've got like an awkward amount left, I think. And then I saw this one, which is, you can see all the speckles. And it's, I don't know what you call that. It's not, is that a batik or something? Which I don't normally like. It's a bit like it's just been dyed roughly, but it's got the sparkle, and I quite like the neutral colour, and actually thought that would make a beautiful lining to go with that one. So that will make a really nice basket or project bag. And they also had this wee teeny bit of remnant, which I just thought was lovely because, again, metallic gold. It's just a really skinny slice, but I can probably do a lot with that. And that was just 75p, so I just thought I'll just get that. It's a bit hit or miss what's in their remnant bin. And then I've been wanting to try working with like needle cord for a while. I didn't like the ones they had, but they did have this thicker cord. It's a little bit more purpley in real life. It's coming out more reddy pink. kind of goes nice with my nails. But again, I thought, wouldn't that make a gorgeous basket? I love the thought. I love corduroy. I think it's a real like sturdy looking fabric. So I thought some project bags or baskets in that would be really nice. Maybe I might need one for myself. I do need one for myself still in a bigger size, or like a Christmassy one. That would go quite sweet. I don't know if there's enough of that though. But yeah, so I got some corduroy to have a wee play with as well. Goodness knows when I'll have the time to have a play, but anyway. And then I got some binding to do something with, which was part of what I went for in the first place. Not the binding, but the other material I wanted. I do have a tiny bit left, so I can have a play with that and hopefully make a few of the things that I want to make for gifts. And I'll just order more online with a view to maybe making some for my shop if they're successful. I'm going to eat my orange. I'm going to put my other shopping away because it's Christmassy gifts, so that needs to be squirreled away. And then I'm going to get the buttons sewn on these pouches. I think I may have filmed a little bit of the pouches last night, I can't remember, but here is the fabrics all together, and oh my god, how beautiful do they look. They've all got the little clip on the side for your stitch markers or your little scissors or whatever you want to attach to them. I'm going to pop on a little wooden button on each, and then it'll give you another look. I'll open them up and let you have a look inside, but there is just something about red, neutral, gold at Christmas or at winter. Love, love, love these fabrics.
Merry Christmas, baby. Reindeer's coming out to play. Santa Claus is packing the presents, making sure you've been behaving okay. Merry Christmas, honey. Yeah. The snowman's dusting off his hat, putting on the show for everybody, to give them a smile that lasts another year.
Here are all the little notions pouches. I've done some Christmassy winter themed ones this time. Some of them more Christmassy than others. So we've got this fabric that just is like a nice sort of Scandi Christmassy fabric. And I've got the polar bears with the little hats and scarves on. A few little threads here just to get out. Got this lovely fabric too, which is kind of autumn winter, and it's got gold elements in it as well, which is really lovely. You've got toadstools and pine cones there, and the red stripe, always like that red stripe, and then love hearts and the dots. And I couldn't resist doing a little Snoopy one. It's a really cute fabric. He's got his little wreath on his nose. It's really sweet, and I teamed that up with gingham. Thought it looked really nice. And I've got this lovely metallic one, and the lining is really metallic-y as well with the Christmas trees, little metallic dots. It's really nice, that one. And the musical notes I thought went nice with this fabric. Again, we've got some gold elements there. And then I couldn't resist doing a tartan one as well, which I think goes lovely with the red. So I think I'm going to go and get my lunch now, because that parcel has just been collected. So I'll go and get lunch, and then the next job after lunch will be photograph the pouches and then edit them and get them in the shop. This is my big scrappy marled scarf project that I've got on the go. It's so squishy and soft. I've got it in one of my large fabric baskets. If you would like to know how I'm making the scarf, if you'd like to make your own, you can also cast on a hot water bottle like I did. There's a video further back on my channel. You'll find it. It's called How I'm Making My Scrappy Marled Scarf Project or something like that. But yeah, up there, it's a great project for scraps. Would be good to use in Advent even. But yeah, this is huge. Haven't worked on it for a while, but I'll come back to it. It's a really enjoyable project using 2 different strands of wool together, and you get this really nice effect, which I am absolutely loving. I've just taken delivery of a Gusto box for this week. We have ordered a few meals. Sushi rice. Not sure what that's to go with because we haven't ordered sushi. Oh, we've got katsu curry. That'll be what it's for. Let me dig out the recipe sheets and show you what we've got this time. I had to confer with Joshua this time because he complained that the last time I didn't let him choose any. So I let him have a look, and to be honest, he didn't actually want much. I chose this one, a chicken and stuffing sandwich, which sounds delicious. I had to pick things that I knew he would eat, so they're not particularly adventurous. This one he definitely won't eat, so I'll have that another night when he's not here. That sounds good. He'll eat this one, chicken katsu curry. And he chose this one, bacon and egg roll. I think that's what we'll have tonight because we've had chicken the past couple of nights. We actually had curry last night as well, which was probably not very well thought of, but for me on my part. But oh well. So yeah, a nice bacon and egg bap tonight. That will be delicious, and it's got potato wedges with it. I'll just unpack the box. I'll let you have a nosy, see what's all in it. I like how the eggs come in little individual boxes to keep them safe. So this is all of our food. We've got lots of chicken here, some veg, some rather nice looking bacon, and a couple of packets of salad and stuff. I know that there's an awful lot of plastic used in their packaging, but for some stuff like the meat, there's not much else they can do. And I suppose for the bread, I don't know how else you'd keep it fresh. They have said that they're trying to reduce their plastic, but every time I have shown it on the video, people always comment saying there's a lot of plastic, but they are trying. A nice big punnet of tomatoes there too. So yeah, I'll show you over the next few nights how our dinners look. But if you've ordered a box for yourself using my referral code, which gives you, I think, 65% off, you have literally put the food on our table because I got this box for free from all the credit from the referral codes. So if you've used my code, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. And you're keeping us fed for the next few nights, which is amazing. The code is in the box below if you'd like to get a box. There are loads of different dishes out there. As I said, I've had to pick dishes that will keep my fussy teenager happy, but there really is something for everyone on there. There was a thing this time round with wooden spoons for £1, and for some reason Joshua wanted a wooden spoon. He is a budding chef and he loves cooking, so I indulged him. He got a wooden spoon, so he'll get that when he gets home. That'll be his little early Christmas present, an acacia cooking spoon. I'm just doing some very quick wrapping of some Christmas gifts for a friend so I can get them off to the post office this morning. I should show you this paper. I really love this paper. As soon as I saw it, it reminded me of the old style Kath Kidson stuff that she did some Christmases. Same with the stars. I think the stars might have been Asda, but the Falala, or the La La La, no, it's Falala, was from Aldi last year. I think I saw it right after Christmas in the sale and it was reduced, so I thought I'm having that. I love it, so fun. I seem to be really getting into the bright colours for Christmas, but yeah, I'm just sitting watching vlogs and having a wee wrapping session. It's Friday again. What a week. The weeks are just flying by. The weeks have flown by all year long, but especially at this time of year, it's just, I can't believe it. I don't know why I naively thought things would quieten down a little bit, because they really haven't. I'm just back from the post office. I left a couple of things to the last minute to make for some gifts. So I was doing that this morning before I went to the post office. It's now 2 o'clock and I'm back. My head is just all over the place at the moment. I don't know what I'm doing. Usually do a bit of housework on a Friday, so I think I'm going to do that. I don't have the headspace for doing any work this afternoon, not any making anyway. I might do some little bitty 4 o'clock type jobs, replenishing things and stuff like that. I am hoping for a nice chilled weekend, hoping for a nice chilled evening. It'll be Joshua and me tonight. Maybe we'll watch a Christmas movie, I'm not sure, but I can't wait till dinner time and then feet up time and just relax, because I am just feeling rather, feel quite anxious on post office days, trying to get everything done. So yeah, it's been another busy day. I was at the palace yesterday. I took a little bit of footage because it just looked so beautiful with the really thick frosts, and I know I caught that last week or the week before, I think. And I was there again on Monday, but I hope I haven't put too much footage of the palace in. I know a lot of you do like to see it. Right, I've got a little bit of shop news. I'll just grab something. The little pink scissors are back in stock. I did not order enough the first time round and you guys loved them so much that they went out of stock. Got the pink ones back, and then I've only just realised that I'm probably going to need to order more of the other colours as well. But I've got plenty of them. They would make great stocking fillers for all of your crafty creative friends. As of today, Friday the 13th of December, I'm no longer able to sell to the EU, including Northern Ireland, which is not in the EU, but I'm not going into that. There's new legislation out which is making it very difficult for small businesses. So you'll see a lot of small businesses at the moment saying that they can't sell to the EU. So yeah, I've taken that option out of my shop. So if you live in the EU, you shouldn't see the option to buy any of my products, unfortunately. Northern Ireland, if you live in Northern Ireland, you will still be able to make a purchase in my shop, because Etsy hasn't made it easy for us to stop you from doing that. And unfortunately, if you place an order, I'm going to have to cancel it and refund it, and that's the only way around this new legislation and the fact that Etsy hasn't done anything to help us out here. So the only option is going to be for us to cancel the orders. And I know there's a lot of shops out there who are just shutting their shops completely because things have just got so difficult for them to be able to sell. So it's a really stressful time for us small businesses. I've been thinking about it and I haven't got around to doing it yet, and it's quite late in the day. I'm going to offer some mini Christmas boxes. I usually do this every year, but I hadn't got around to it yet. But the mini boxes will contain the handmade project bag, the same as in the full-size Christmas box. You'll get a mini skein of yarn and 1 or 2 of the additional gifts that go in the full box. I do still have a couple of the full boxes left, but I always over order on the items in them so that I can then make up smaller boxes. And then I do offer lucky dip boxes in my shop as well. So in the future, when people order these boxes, anything that I've over ordered can go into those lucky dip boxes and make up a really nice box there as well. So I've got lucky dip boxes in the shop, and there'll be the mini Christmas boxes too if you'd like one of those. I usually just keep my shop open all over Christmas, but my final posting date will be Friday the 20th of December, which is next Friday. My shop will be open after that, but I won't be going to the post office again until after Christmas. So if you're ordering, just please be aware of that. I have put a note in my shop as well. I know it's going to be missed by people though. But yeah, that is my shop news. The little pouches that I showed are all in my shop now as well. And yeah, my brain is just absolutely frazzled right now. So I think I'm going to go and enjoy some housework, but that'll make me switch off, and then I can look forward to tea or coffee, or maybe even a hot chocolate later on. And I'd really like to pick up my scarf that I'm making, this Sophie scarf. Just yawned, I'm about to fall asleep, so I think I'd better go and do something to wake myself up. But thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.
Gather round, for it's Christmas time. A merry sound and the stars alight. Let us all rejoice when it's Christmas time, and our hope again made new. In the crowded streets calling Christmas time, the ones we meet wear their warmest smile. And from far away we hear bells that chime, stating Santa won't be late. And deep in our hearts we will carry a song, heard through the ages from angels on high.